going to, again, use a specific example. I believe in examples. In genomics, one of the challenges we're faced with is the necessity to have huge volume of data. And if we continue to do research the way we do it right now, country by country, almost university by university, you're never able to put together enough patients to do the study you need to do. One of the initiatives that is being conducted now is an initiative which is trying to build public biobanks that are going to be available to researchers across different nations so that they can pile up the numbers necessary to do their research because of the large-scale issues faced with genomics data. This is basically a revolution in the way you do research, because now what you're saying is that we started with 2 countries and now 41 countries are now involved in this project that we're sponsoring, so that they bring the data in the same manner so that they can exchange data. So I think this is a very specific example that is saying to us research and transfer of research is going to change as we move forward.
I think I would add to that, as you move further down the commercial line in terms of drug development, the biotechnology sector, particularly in the UK, is already extremely international. Any cluster that thinks it can survive with companies just working nationally or regionally is not going to do so. It is quite obvious. The most experienced companies that we have in Cambridge the senior management spend 50% of their time out travelling, doing business, making new contacts. Virtually none of their business is done within the Cambridge cluster. It is all done internationally. So that has been in place for 5 or 6 years now.
It's all about how to become better and better and better, not only to grow but simply to survive across the cycles, and by being interconnected, intertwined with others, it's just enables you to become less idiot, because simply, I'm not joking, standing alone is really something where you, if you think about it, you know very, very little. And even if you think you know, you immediately start to doubt that what you think you knew is not really robust. By simply looking outside, cooperating with others, you suddenly realize that you have to focus and stop talking as a one-stop shop, being able to deliver any kind of thing. This is also a key of the European competitiveness policy, that forcing the phantasm of becoming a genius generalist become out, and saying to people you have to be focused and better on your core competencies, and second, you have to be sociologically a serial networker, able not to stand alone and to benchmark yourself with the rest of the world, to become less idiot.
I would like to say that on this subject, the best way to address the world and the world markets is to be rooted at the local scale. This is what I call the Michael Porter paradox. He very well explained this type of organization or strategy, and we definitely need clusters, at the national scale, because it's the very local level, and the second step or generation is the European cooperation level that we need, and we must learn to be, as Philippe said, less idiot. That is to say, as our friend from Baltic countries said, we have to build intelligent communities, smart communities, linked smart communities, that is to say all these clusters to exchange and to build the next products and value-added products for users and markets.
I'm completely along these lines. I think that the question is not only to survive, but also how to become excellent and how to stay excellent for a while. And as I said before, technologies, products, services are getting more and more complex. And in this context, you cannot be excellent in all the components of a service, a technology, or a product. And so you need to seek for the excellence where it is in the universities, in the academic part, in the SMEs, in the big companies, and so on. So you are committed, in some sense, to work in a cluster way in order to get an excellent product or service. And this is, I mean, the crucial idea there. Okay, even the expertise is no more local. The expertise is now distributed. You cannot have the expertise within one individual or one team or one lab. So you have it distributed all over the world in different teams, in different labs, in different people. So clustering, working in a partnership way, whether it is in Europe or all over the world, is something which is essential for a company, whether it is small or big, to survive in the globalization context.